Welcome to the Mind Myself Practitioner team, Annie Papazyan. We are so glad you're with us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me here, Esther.
You are so welcome. Let's dive right into a conversation about you and how amazing you are. Tell us a little bit, Anna, about your credentials, what you do, and why you love what you do.
Well, it's going to be talking about me, so of course I love it. Well, I started my bachelor's is in kinesiology, which I got in former Soviet Union in Armenia. That's where I'm born and raised. And then I reinstated my bachelor's in United States. But I also dove deep into medical massage. So I'm a licensed massage therapist. I'm a certified functional nutritionist. And also I have so many certifications, but one of the other ones is advanced translational nutrigenomics. And the reason I got into the work I do, pain resolution practitioners, is because of my pure frustration of people learning to live with pain or their doctors telling them that their body pain is normal for their age. So my passion does not come from the personal journey. It actually comes from pure frustration because I know solutions exist. People just haven't found one yet.
Wow. And so I'm assuming that you have found some great solutions that you're going to share with us a little bit later on. But maybe you could describe a little bit about your ideal clients, the people you most like to work with.
Well, it seems like, most of the clients I get, the average age range would be between 45 and 65, men and women. And these are people that have already been to different doctors, different practitioners. They've tried so many different solutions, but maybe they felt better, but it's not a lasting solution. And most of the time they end up in my office.
And do you work with patients remotely or in person or both?
Well, I would like to say both, but I shine in my clinic, hands-on manual therapy where I can, palpate your body, feel it. What is it you're feeling? Or where is it I'm feeling that your pain is coming from? And what unique techniques I can use with your help that we can get rid of your pain. And that's hence comes my company name, Last Stop for Pain.
Last Stop for Pain. If somebody's looking for relief from pain, that would be an ear-catching and eye-catching title for sure. And so tell us a little bit, Annie, about your particular focuses. I know you do a few different modalities. Maybe explain a little bit about what those are.
Yes, I've been fortunate enough throughout the years, my almost 3 decades of practice, to come across some amazing doctors, amazing practitioners that, created very unique approaches to pain. And I just started from them and I created my own approach to pain. But when it comes to pain, a lot of times is our conventional methods of approaching pain resolution is like medications, injections, and in rare cases, or that kind of the last resort would be surgeries. My approach to pain is I'm not looking for your symptoms. I want to find out what's the root cause of it. So some of the main manual therapy techniques that I use works at your central nervous system level. What is it? Let's reestablish your body's sensory and motor communication. Because of our lifestyle we live, most people I see are so upregulated. They're constantly on a fight, flight, freeze mode. So if with using the techniques that I also teach them so they can use at home themselves to calm your nervous system down, give your body an opportunity to actually heal itself, because that's what it's designed to do.
What a novel idea. And you use the body can heal itself if we give it the right tools and the right stimulation and the right nutrition, etc. So what kinds of tools, what are some of the tools that you use? I know you mentioned genetic testing. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that here too?
So I usually start off with manual therapy, because the only reason you're coming to see me is because you have body pain. So I will start off with manual therapy, but your body pain could be structural, muscular, of course, but it also could be because you have, let's say, digestive issues. Just the other day, I had a client that came in, and in a conversation, I always ask, how's your day going today? And he mentioned that his last few days, he's been having some digestive issues. So, but the reason he came to see me was for his knee pain. So I started doing my unique, funky techniques for the knee pain, and it didn't work. Then I thought, okay, you know what? He mentioned that he came with digestive issues. Let me go check his gut. So I did some abdominal massage, like visceral massage, went back, checked his knee, voila, most of his knee pain was gone. Then I'm thinking, Ani, muscle organ connection, of course.
That's amazing.
So that would be one of the things. And that's one of the reasons I got into, massage therapy, functional nutrition. So I have the knowledge that I can bring into my practice. And yes, I love that you mentioned genetic testing, because for some people, they could be getting a recurring pain, or there's type of people there that would say, I'm so clumsy, I always injure myself. Well, genetic testing will show me some people, based on their genetic makeup, could be more prone to having injuries, especially, let's say, knee injuries, or their joints are a lot more lax, they're more flexible, which can contribute to more pain if they're not doing the proper exercises or proper recovery. So all that I incorporate. That's why my work is so much fun.
I love it. When people are having fun doing the work that they love, then it doesn't even feel like work some days, I imagine. That's so great.
Yes.
And what does an initial session, I think you've given us some hints, but just to be really clear, what does an initial session with you look like? Let's do, you've talked about an in-person. What does an online initial session look like with you?
So online would be, we'll talk, what are your symptoms? Like, what is it you're complaining? My questions would be, I ask, what have you tried so far? What worked? What didn't work? Because that would give me an understanding, okay, have they addressed the root cause of their pain? Or depending, initially, when they contact me, they would say, sometimes, client may say one word, and that will trigger, like, get my brain working and say, oh my God, I think we need to address this. But I may ask the client to send me their lab results, lab tests. So because that will give me an understanding of what is it we're going to look for. But also, after asking tons of questions to the client, then I would walk them through a few techniques, teach them some self-help techniques. And then, we'll set up, okay, I'm going to do these techniques, and then I will follow up with you in a couple of days and see what's the progress, where you are, what we need to do. Because working with the body is like peeling an onion. Before we get to the core, we need to just open up these beautiful layers.
And where does genetic testing fall into that? Is that after you've done a bunch of things, and then do you get all your clients to do that, or just as it's appropriate?
No, as it's appropriate, because some people are very open to the idea, and they're like, I'm here to do whatever. Like, I love those clients when they say, I'm yours. Do anything you want to do. I just want to feel better. I'm like, I love those clients. Like yesterday, I had a client and he's a practitioner himself. And he drove like, I think he comes from San Diego, like 2 hours to see me. But I say, I get so excited working with him. He goes, oh my God, I love geeking out with you, because I'm like, okay, let's do this. This is so cool. But, it's just so much fun. But the genetic testing would be if someone says, you know what, up until now, I have very good quality of life. I want to make sure that I keep up the activity level, how I feel into my 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond. That's when I say, you know what, genetic testing would be really good for us to see, based on your genetic makeup, how does your body react to your environment? That way we can create very personalized plan for you that is not guessing, that it's not like, oh, this doctor says this plan is perfect, or someone says, oh, I did this diet and I feel great. No, based on your genetic testing, that plan is specifically for you. Because as much as, as humans, we are 99.9%, we share the exact same DNA, but that 0.1% that difference, that's what makes us unique, and we should embrace it.
Absolutely. Wow, that sounds so fascinating. I think I want to take you up on some of that genetic testing for sure. And in addition to your one-on-one consulting treatments, do you offer any other services or programs that you want to touch on briefly here?
Well, I do. I love collaborating with other practitioners. And as you know, you have some amazing practitioners that you represent on your awesome platform. And so I have been collaborating with Denise Cambiati. We've done so far one workshop together, which was very successful. We have another one coming up in September. So I love collaborating.
That's September 2023, if someone's watching this later.
Yes, sorry, it's September 2023. And it's actually on September 20th, yes. And, so I love working with other practitioners, collaborating, because we can address the same pain. Maybe my approach won't work for you, but someone else's approach would work for you. So give you choices to try to learn unique, amazing techniques. So that's another thing. I also have online courses that I'm the only one who's teaching. It's more of it's not life course. It's self-paced, so you purchase and then you do. Several doctors that sent me clients, sometimes I do offer complimentary workshops exclusively for their patients. Like I have one coming up in September for a local dentist that sends me for his TMJ patients. I do a lot of TMJ and tongue releases. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I do a lot of speaking and educational events.
Wonderful. Well, in the notes on your profile, people will be able to find details on more about those, but I just wanted to touch on those. So that's fantastic. Now let's get a little more into the personal, Ani. How do your best friends and closest colleagues describe you?
A rebel. I love to live my life, how Americans say, in with my own tune, or how that there is a saying goes, right, in English?
There are a few sayings, but yes, I play to the beat of my own drum.
Thank you. That's it. Yes, that's me.
Excellent. So you're gonna get, if you work with Ani, you're gonna get somebody who is not necessarily conventional, but she's gonna listen to her intuition, and she's gonna give you individualized treatment. Fantastic. And what do you do, Ani, to stay healthy in your life?
Well, first of all, every morning I wake up, as soon as I open my eyes, I give gratitude. Gratitude to, I'm not a religious person, but I do give gratitude to the universe, to my, the spirits, my goddesses, my archangels, I'm very grateful for the life I have, for they gave me the gift that I can share and help others, other people. And I used to be an athlete. So I used to run races, lift very heavy weights. But these days, I love my mini trampoline, which is like right there. Jump on a mini trampoline. I still love my boxing. Still aggressive. Don't mess with Ani.
Oh, that's
But
great.
most of the time eat healthy. I say like 80-85% of the time eat healthy. But you know what? It's a constant work. It's a constant progress. I do need to work on, still trying to losing weight, still work in progress. It's an ongoing thing.
Absolutely. And I think us regular human beings want to work with other regular human beings who have another area of expertise that we don't. So I love that. And as we wrap up this conversation, Ani, what is something that you'd like to leave your listeners with today?
I'm going to leave it with my favorite quote. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. I absolutely love that quote. And yes, suffering is optional. We all have choices.
That's a fantastic way to wrap this up. Thank you, Ani, for being here and being part of this platform. It's been a pleasure to talk to you today.
Thank you so much.